Hello, this is Leticia with Vibrationality, and this is the Heavy Metal Cleanse. So the protocol that I'm going to read from and that I put together is in a link below, so you can download, view that, or print it so that you can have it for your cleanse, or you can follow along for the video. First thing is that you need to know about heavy metals is that we are exposed to so many in our lifestyles these days. So heavy metal cleanse can come from cooking with tinfoil, pots that we're using in our cooking, dental work, your mercury fillings, canned foods is a big one, vaccinations, x-rays at the dentist, the chemicals that are sprayed, our deodorant. We're just exposed to so many heavy metals and chemicals everywhere in our life. And the problem is that if you've tried to live a really clean life and you've cut out a lot of these things, is that mercury is one heavy metal that is passed down from generation to generation. So you kind of got to think about what happened in your family lines as well. So some symptoms that are connected to a heavy metal toxicity or an overload of it is fatigues, migraines, thyroid issues. It can be the bipolar, depression, anxiety, and hair loss, memory loss, seizures, twitches, itching on the bottoms of your feet, a lot of stuff like that. So if you're kind of experiencing those, just know that heavy metals are what feeds the viruses, the bacteria, the cancer, the parasites, everything in our system. So if you can take away the food source and then do the cleanse to kill off the viruses and bacteria, you're going to be healing your system from the inside out instead of just trying to take things to manage your symptoms. So to go check out the virus and bacteria protocol, and I would be getting on that cleanse if you're experiencing a lot of the autoimmune diseases, the Hashimoto's, the fibromyalgia, the SIBO, things like that that are the root cause of the heavy metals and the viruses and bacteria. So one thing you want to do is know with the heavy metal cleanse that obviously you're going to be pulling and drawing the heavy metals out that have been stuck for a while. So you might experience what's called a healing crisis. So if you start to experience flu-like symptoms, you get headaches or a fever, something like that, that is not bad. That is a sign that the cleanse is working, that the heavy metals are coming out, and you need to keep going. But you can back off. So depending on how much of an overload you have in your body, maybe instead of doing 2 weeks all at once, maybe you do 3 days and do it, every once in a while throughout the year until you're starting to get more and more out so that those symptoms don't manifest. So take it in smaller increments, lower your dosage of supplements, do things like that to manage your symptoms so that doesn't happen. There is no foods to eat and not eat on this cleanse. The only thing that I would do is looking through your lifestyle and just figuring out what you need to cut out and what you need to change to live a healthier lifestyle and not have so much of the heavy metals. So maybe not using the canned goods as much, not cooking with tin foil, switching out your pots and pans to more of the cast iron, switch out your stuff to more glass instead of plastic. Things like that you can start cutting out, making your own products and doing more natural products of shampoo and lotions and things like that so that you're not getting that overload again that you just cleaned out of your system. So let's move on to the heavy metal cleanse. What you're going to do is there's some recipes in here for a green drink, and then there's a heavy metal detox smoothie that is from Medical Medium. This is a great book to help kind of reteach you about your health and basic health so that you can get some rewiring done, maybe some things that you've been told that aren't correct, but also teaching you about your basic health and what's going on and how to heal it completely from the root cause. So there's also another recipe in here. I took his ingredients, but my philosophy is I'd rather have a small amount of something I don't like just so I don't have as much to drink. So I don't want to make a big smoothie and have to drink a whole cupful or more if it's something I don't love. So I simplified the ingredients. There's basically 5 ingredients. There's 5 ingredients that are absolutely necessary. But I like to make those, so I just have a small 8-ounce cup and I just drink it and I'm done for the day. So I have that recipe in there as well. And the ingredients are your barley wheatgrass juice powder, and then spirulina, cilantro, fresh cilantro. It needs to be a handful of that or a cup of that. For cilantro is going to be huge for heavy metals. So think salsa, think putting it on your salads, things like that. Fresh cilantro is one of the basic ingredients for a heavy metal cleanse. And then you're going to do Atlantic Dual. So it has the amounts in there. But what I found is that if I make it with a fresh apple juice, it cuts down on that fishy flavor. You're getting the fishy flavor from the Duals, the spirulina, and I don't love seaweed, so I like to make a small amounts of this, but I did notice it was amazing that adding the fresh apple juice cut down on that fishy flavor a lot. So I was able just to make it and swig it down. So make it, just throw it on the blender and then throw in your apple juice, and you can make it as thick or as runny as you want. It is important. The only thing you need to kind of know about this heavy metal one is you can go get the blueberries in the freezer section at your grocery store. And there's going to be two kinds. It's going to say blueberries, and then there's going to be wild blueberries. So I want to be able to show you guys this. You need to get the ones that say wild. If you have just the regular blueberries, those aren't going to do you any good. And you're going to end up wasting your time and wasting your money. So make sure you get the wild blueberries. That's kind of the only thing you need to know about this one. So you're going to be making this drink every morning. There's also some other supplements you can add in, like magnesium malate, frankincense, geraniums, endocrine essential oils. And then the other thing you can try and incorporate into your lifestyle is an Epsom salt bath. So maybe doing that once a week or whatever, and follow the guidelines in the protocol of the ratio of how much Epsom salts you need versus your weight. And you're going to sit in that for about 40 minutes. It gives you all the directions on there. So vitamin C is another great supplement to add in, and all those are listed of where you can get them and where I get them from, if that helps. So just switch out your lifestyle. Try and take your Epsom salt baths and make your smoothie, your blueberry smoothie every morning, and you should be good to go. So detox all that out and make sure you're not feeding any of your parasites or your viruses or bacteria, cancers, things like that. So happy healing. Have a great day.